looks real. Like you cannot, even I couldn't tell the difference. I would buy it. I don't care who says what.
I don't think that the whole counterfeit and genuine or original name matters that much to me. If it's appealing, if it's priced right, and at the same time if it's good quality, then I'd buy it.
Like I can screen print like on stuff. I did this for a friend actually, but then he said I could have it. And I do wear it and people are like, that looks cool, where did you get it? Like, no, I made it, and they wouldn't believe me. I got that for like 30 Rand, that t-shirt, but then I can make it look like it's worth 150, I got a friend, like I mentioned before, that he has his own little business of making t-shirts where they basically, the core subject of the t-shirt is him representing his ghetto where he's from. I think that kind of t-shirt would actually mean more to me because, first of all, the person that makes it, I know them personally.
You become innovative, let's say, with this, sort of pinch in your spending habits. I found an old shirt. It's a nice shirt. In fact, it is a men's shirt. When it comes to renewing, recycling my clothes, definitely. What I tend to do really is load my phone with airtime, read my mail, reply to my mail, check my Facebook, keep up with friends and those kind of things.
In regards to communication, like Facebook, for example, I don't actually go on internet cafes anymore. I use my phone. It's much cheaper. Mixed helps a lot. Also communicating cheaply. I don't buy 110 Rand airtime anymore. I actually buy like 12 Rand,
I probably buy like 15 Rands airtime because all I need to do is use it for a couple of things: calling, Facebook, email.
I have a contract SIM card, but I bought myself a pay-as-you-go. And I should buy airtime instead of using the contract's airtime.
I take full advantage of off-peak hours and weekend rates and all of those things. I enjoy all of those benefits.
What I do, I won't call before 8. I'll wait probably till 9. You find if it's not necessary to call before 8, I don't. Yeah. But if it's an emergency, obviously, you're not trying to be too cheap. Yeah.
They're like, please call, log on Facebook. and I would have a chat. And Facebook is like FCBK. Like any shorthand that I can think of, I would fit into my 10 symbol please call message.
If you send a guy, please call me, and if he sends you 2 back, it means he's at home. If he sends you 1 back, he says call him. If he sends 3 back, he's with one of our other friends. I normally don't even look at the ads because I'm so used to them just always being bombarded by those ads.
I doubt that it is efficient or effective because generally people tend to ignore it. What I tend to do is that I would also look for which shops are having specials and at what time of the month. So they would go to a Pick and Pay, see what they have, go to a ShopRite, go to a Checkers and all of those things.
Normally it would have been like sunflower oil, but now it's maybe Pick and Pay, no-name oil. Does the same job.
I've been buying quite a few, especially my tin food as in a no-name range.
Before I just want Doritos or it's Lay's. But now you don't mind selling for knickknacks.
Recession, no recession, I have to have my cosmetics. Definitely price is not that much of a factor when it comes to cosmetics.
I want to get that Hugo Boss cologne or the Dolce & Gabbana cologne, but there's a place in Claremont where you can actually get refills of what you have. I want to have the Dolce & Gabbana, but I won't go to Red Square and buy it. I'll rather just get it refilled. So if you don't have a carton, they can actually get their own bottles and it will still smell the same way, but in a cheaper way.
You have your essentials and you also have perhaps your brand loyalty because you have been using a certain product for quite some time. Instead of buying it in a tube, what I tend to do is buy it in a tub. And in that way I can wipe the whole tub clean because what it means that I'm getting every inch of it, every inch of my rands and cents I'm getting out of the product.
I have become a bit skeptical in advertising. Do I want it or do I need it? I prefer to need something than want it these days.
Some of the messages would only speak to me in a way that they expect a young black female to think. And that doesn't always work for me, Young people like myself tend to do is that you rely on friends to tell you where you should get your food, your clothes, you do your hair, where's it cheap, and all of those things. Even our conversations, somehow or another, they always relate to money.
Ads have not really affected me in a way because I've always actually would like to experience stuff myself.
I do have people who are very much clued up when it comes to the social scene and where you can get in for free. With this financial recession, you have a lot of scare tactics. Like, what will you do if A, B, and C happened and you didn't have your comforts, And really, I don't think that companies should be advertising like that.
I think ads are they're taking a bit of an advantage of this whole recession thing, because they're putting it in your face. I think it does get depressing sometimes when they do that all the time.
What they should be doing is more on helping people make better decisions and helping people spend their money better. In fact, Woolworths has been a great example in the fact that I saw an advert like 2 nights ago where they're advertising a meal which you could have for under 100 rands. And with the perception I have of Woolworths, I had never thought you could have an entire meal for 100 rands. They're making sure that people understand their buying behavior and understand pricing as well. So yeah, big ups to them.